Hi, I'm Rachel and welcome to How to Connect with Goddess Seshet. Seshet is the ancient Egyptian goddess of both sacred and physical architecture. She is the goddess of wisdom and knowledge, of geometry, of astrology, astronomy, foundations and boundaries, books, wisdom and knowledge that is both known and unknown, cosmic and physical, governor of the libraries and the architects. She is both the creator and the maintainer of ley lines, of sacred structure, and along with the pharaoh, she created the foundations and these sacred lines of the temples and the palaces and the cities. She is credited with creating the alphabet and the written word, and she's also the keeper and the holder of the Akashic records. She can support you with connecting to your innate wisdom, to aligning and trusting and knowing all of the wisdom that is within your intuition, your inspiration, all of the eyes, your innate knowing, inspiration. And she can also support you with creating, so all ways of creating, using your knowledge, using your wisdom to bring forth that which is aligned with your unique soul blueprint, that which you are destined to bring forth, to know and to share. So these are my top 3 tips for connecting with Goddess Seshet. My first tip is to connect with the symbol of the leopard. When you see depictions of Seshat, she is draped with the leopard skin, which is that which I am wearing. And I invite you to connect into the symbol of the leopard. Firstly, we're going to connect in with the leopard as wild and untamed creature. A wild and untamed nature represented by the leopard is that which is, again, that innate knowledge to us. It's the parts that are untamed, that haven't been bound or constricted or try to fit in with the judgments and conditions of society. When we come back to our wild self, we come back to the bare bones of who we are, and what we know is just our knowing. It's not what we're told we should know, but that which is within us, within our physical bodies, that we feel and we know. So think about that instinct, when you have like that moment of, I shouldn't be here, or I know this isn't right, or I know I should really do that. That is your wild, untamed leopard nature. The leopard also represents directness, being assertive, action, speed, all of those things which she can support you with. So the strength to do, the strength and the courage to trust your intuition, and that direction, that speed, that assertiveness, that application of actually bringing your knowledge forth and applying it. So you can bring the leopard forth in, like I'm doing, wearing leopard skin. You can have the leopard skin perhaps draped across your altar for her, or bring it into the work that you're doing by perhaps drawing the picture, creating a leopard somehow, paper mache, crochet, whatever resonates for you. You can draw it and just meditate on the picture. So you can look at pictures of leopards, watch them, donate to charities that support leopards, go and see them perhaps, or bring the leopard statue onto your altar. Any of these things would work. Or if you're working with me, then dancing as the leopard would also be really cool. My second tip is to connect to your soul star. So when you see Seshet represented, you'll see the 7-pointed star, the 7-petal flower that is just above her head, and this represents our soul star. So it's you may want to call it a chakra that is above our crown chakra, and this is our higher self. It's the doorway really that our higher self comes down and through, and it's a reminder of Seshet as the goddess of wisdom and of knowledge. She can help you to bring forth that innate wisdom. So she is bridging kind of the unconscious and bringing it forth down into consciousness. So bringing the dreams down into your body so that you can live them and breathe them and give them life. All that is divine cosmic knowledge, bringing it down embodied into your body. She is that point of a connection, and she can support you with that, all of your innate knowings and intuitions, bringing it through. So I invite you to connect with your soul star, to work with it. And you may want to just imagine it in your meditations, this glowing light or star that is above you, and feel it flowing like gold, like light coming down into your body. I also have some very brief journal prompts that you can use as well, to help you connect to your highest knowing and bring it into your bodies. So you may want to write these down and come back to them later. Who am I? Who am I as a soul? What is my soul's higher purpose? Why am I here? And who am I as a body and person? Why am I who I am? And what are the gifts, lessons and purpose of being me? And I'll write them below for you in the comments, in the description underneath this as well. So my third tip is to make writing a daily practice for you. Seshat is the keeper of all records, so everything that she has ever seen, observed and known throughout time, past, present and future, she wrote upon the leaves of the tree of knowledge. She is the keeper of all records, soul records, and the records of everything that has been and is yet to be. So I invite you to work with her through writing. You know, she created writing, and a great way to connect to her is through a daily practice of writing. You can do this for 5 to 30 minutes, but just make time every single day. I invite you to get a journal where you write down any observations that you have. It doesn't have to be anything structured. It could even be painting or drawing if that's how you create. And it can be your observations, your reflections, how you're feeling. It can be like, you know, your Dear Diary kind of journal, or it can be just if you notice something that day, like a rainbow or a butterfly or a flower, or you've had a thought or a revelation or something. It's a way of keeping a record. And to involve her in this, I invite you to spend a moment putting a few sentences of your own, and then come into center, ground, breathe, close your eyes, and invite Seshat to offer her observations and her reflections. So underneath, perhaps in a different coloured pen, do some automatic writing. Feel her answering what you've written. Don't think about it, just write. So write a few lines from your highest self in response to what you've written above. And I invite you, like I said, to do this daily, or this can be a weekly practice, but just getting into that practice of writing. Seshat has been one of my greatest allies, companions and collaborators in my writing journey, in becoming an author and a writer, and all of my books on goddess mythology have involved her. She has been the guardian of them. So if writing is something that you enjoy, or you want to get into, you want to explore more, use as a sacred tool, she is a powerful ally for this. I really credit her and thank her for her companionship during all of my writing as an author. And if you want to check out my books and find out more about them, then I'm going to put the link down below for you. And you can check them out, and I would love for you to read them as well, and hope they support you and guide you further and deeper into connecting to the goddess. I also have a Facebook group where we have a community there where you can share. You can write some words to introduce yourself. Any questions that you have, write them below. Get writing. And I'd love to hear back from you. Any questions, reflections, what's your biggest takeaway? Thank you so much for watching. Sending you lots of love and many blessings of Seshet. Blessed be.